What if I told you that the struggles you're facing right now, the doubts that keep you up at night, and the emotions you're struggling to understand are not random at all? What if these are divine signs, carefully placed by Allah to guide you towards something greater? In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 powerful signals Allah sends when your life is about to change forever. These signs are not just coincidences. They are whispers from Allah, urging you to take action, trust His plan, and transform your life. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have the clarity and confidence to recognize these signs and embrace the changes waiting for you. 1. The crucible of change, trials as stepping stones. Life often feels like a struggle. You might feel overwhelmed by the challenges that come your way, whether it's in your relationships, your career, or even your personal growth. But here's the truth. These struggles are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Allah tests us to prepare us for something greater. The hardship you're facing right now is shaping you, strengthening your faith and building your resilience. Remember, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told us, with hardship comes ease. Quran 94. Beast. These trials are a part of the process. If you're feeling weighed down, know this. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for something extraordinary. 2. A shift in your emotions, awakening new possibilities. Have you ever felt a sudden change in your emotions? Maybe you've been struggling with anxiety, fear, or doubt. But one day, without warning, you start to feel a sense of hope or inner peace that you didn't have before. This shift in your emotions is not just random, it's a sign from Allah that something in your life is about to change. Sometimes, it's as if your heart is being pulled in a completely new direction. You might not even fully understand why, but you start to feel a pull towards something greater, something better. This is when Allah is opening new doors for you, doors you might have never even considered before. You may feel a sudden desire to change, grow, or take action in a way that you never thought possible. Allah works in mysterious ways, and these changes in our emotions are often His subtle way of guiding us towards something better. It's like a spiritual awakening. You might begin to feel more hopeful about your future, as if your heart is telling you that better things are coming, even if you don't have all the details yet. If you started to feel a sense of peace or excitement about the future, don't dismiss it. It's not by chance. Allah is showing you that this is the moment when your life can take a different path. It could be a path to a new job, a new relationship, a deeper understanding of yourself, or even a closer connection with your faith. This shift in emotions is a powerful reminder that Allah's plan is unfolding before you. Imagine for a moment that you've been walking through life feeling stuck, unsure, and weighed down by your worries. Then suddenly, you notice that something within you is changing. The heaviness starts to lift. You might not have all the answers, but you can feel that things are starting to shift. That new feeling of peace or excitement is a sign that you're heading in the right direction. Trust in this feeling. When Allah stirs your emotions in this way, it's His invitation for you to take action. Maybe it's time to follow that dream you've been putting off, or to make a decision that you've been hesitant about. Whatever it is, this shift is Allah's way of guiding you toward a new beginning, a new chapter filled with growth, purpose, and fulfillment. So if you've been feeling a sense of peace, excitement, or hope about your future, remember, this is no coincidence. It's Allah's gentle whisper telling you that your life is about to change in the most beautiful way. Embrace this new feeling and trust that it's leading you exactly where you need to go. 3. Serendipitous Encounters, divine appointments. Have you ever met someone at just the right time in your life? Perhaps it was a mentor who gave you advice that changed your perspective, or maybe it was a friend who appeared at a moment when you needed them most. These encounters may seem like random coincidences, but in reality, they are divine appointments. Allah is guiding you through these connections, aligning the right people and opportunities at the perfect moment. It's amazing how life works sometimes. You might be going through a difficult time, feeling lost or uncertain, when suddenly, out of nowhere, someone enters your life. It could be a new friend, a colleague, or even a stranger who shares something with you that makes everything click into place. This is Allah's way of guiding you towards something greater. When these encounters happen, they often feel like more than just chance. You might find that the person you meet has exactly the knowledge or experience you need, or maybe they just have the right words to give you comfort when you need it most. It's as if the universe has conspired to bring you together, but really it's Allah's divine plan unfolding. Think about the last time you met someone who had a significant impact on your life. Did it feel like it happened by accident? Perhaps you were in the right place at the right time, or maybe you were simply ready to receive what that person had to offer. These moments are not random. Allah is the one who brings people into our lives when we need them most, and these encounters often hold deeper meanings than we realize at first. Serendipitous encounters are also a reminder that Allah's timing is perfect. Sometimes we may feel uncertain about the direction our lives are taking. We may wonder if the struggles we're facing are leading us anywhere. But then, just when we need guidance or a shift in our perspective, someone comes into our lives offering the exact help or insight we've been seeking. It could be something as simple as a conversation with a stranger that opens your eyes to a new opportunity, or it could be meeting someone who shares their story of overcoming hardship, making you realize that you too can overcome what you're facing. These encounters serve as reminders that Allah is always with you, even when you can't see Him. He is guiding you through the people He brings into your life. Another powerful aspect of these encounters is how they often come at just the right moment, when you are ready to listen, ready to act, or ready to change. Allah knows exactly when you need a boost of encouragement, guidance, or direction, and He uses the people around you to deliver it. Trust in these moments and recognize them for what they truly are, divine appointments. Allah is aligning your life in ways that you may not always understand, but everything is happening for a reason. Each person who crosses your path, whether for a brief moment or a lasting relationship, is part of His greater plan for you. So if you've recently met someone who has made an impact on your life, don't overlook it. Reflect on how they've influenced you and recognize that this was more than just a chance meeting. It was Allah's way of opening a new door, a new opportunity, a new perspective, or a new connection that will help you move forward in your journey. These divine appointments aren't limited to people either. Sometimes, the right book, the right event, or the right conversation can bring you the insights you need. Keep your heart open and trust that Allah will place the right people and situations in your life at the right time. When these serendipitous encounters happen, be grateful. Take a moment to appreciate that Allah is guiding you through these connections. The people you meet today might be the ones who help shape your future, opening doors and opportunities you never imagined. Trust that Allah's plan is greater than anything we can see or understand, and know that He is always with you, guiding you every step of the way. 4. A stirring in your soul, a divine call to change. Have you ever experienced a deep, unexplainable feeling deep inside your soul, as if something is calling you to change? Maybe it's a sense of dissatisfaction with where you are in life, or perhaps it's a feeling of longing for something more, a deeper purpose, a greater connection, or a new chapter in your journey. This stirring in your soul is no accident. It is a divine call from Allah, guiding you towards something greater. Sometimes it feels like your heart is pulling you in a completely new direction, and you may not fully understand why. It could be a feeling that you are meant for something more than your current situation, or a quiet voice urging you to step outside your comfort zone. You might feel this call in small, subtle ways. Perhaps you feel the need to improve your relationship with Allah, or maybe you feel called to help others, take a leap of faith in your career, or change the way you live your life. This stir in your soul is Allah's way of gently guiding you toward great growth and transformation. You see, Allah is constantly speaking to us, but sometimes we're too busy, too distracted, or too caught up in our own thoughts to listen. But when a stirring begins within your soul, it's as if Allah is saying, it's time for you to grow, it's time for you to move forward. It's important to recognize that this stirring is often not something we consciously seek. Sometimes we go through life following routines, facing challenges, and simply existing. But then, without warning, Allah awakens something inside of us, causing us to reflect, to question, and to want more. This stirring can be uncomfortable, especially if we've been stuck in a certain place for a long time. But it's exactly this discomfort that sparks the desire for change. It's Allah's way of encouraging you to take that first step into the unknown, to trust in His plan, and to believe that something greater is ahead. When this stirring happens, it often brings a sense of restlessness. You feel like something is missing, like you're not living in alignment with your true purpose. This is the moment when Allah is calling you to move forward. He's guiding you toward the life you were meant to lead, whether that means deepening your faith, changing your path, or making a significant shift in how you approach life. The feeling can be powerful, and although you may not have all the answers right away, the very fact that you feel this stirring is an invitation to listen, to reflect, and to trust in the process. You may also notice that this call is often accompanied by a sense of peace amidst the discomfort. It's not the anxiety of uncertainty, but a calm sense of direction, knowing that Allah is leading you toward a better future. Sometimes this stirring happens after a period of hardship, when we've struggled and felt lost. It's as if Allah is telling us, I haven't forgotten you. This struggle is a part of your growth, and now it's time for you to move forward. It's a reminder that Allah does not leave us where we are, but calls us to better ourselves. This stirring is also an invitation for personal growth. It's not just a sign that something in your life is about to change, it's also a sign that you are being prepared for something greater. Allah is asking you to evolve, to become a better version of yourself. The changes that this stirring will lead to may not always be easy, but they are always worth it. They will lead to a life that aligns more closely with your true purpose, a life that is more fulfilling, more meaningful, and more connected to Allah. Many of the great transformations in life begin with this inner stirring. Think about moments in history or in your own life when someone decided to make a change, whether it was overcoming a fear, starting a new venture, or even moving to a new city. In every case, the change began with a deep feeling inside that something had to shift. That stirring in your soul was the first step toward transformation. If you're feeling this stirring in your own life, don't ignore it. This is your divine call to change. It's an invitation to grow, to trust in Allah, and to move forward with faith. It may not always be clear where the path will lead, but trust that Allah is guiding you every step of the way. This stirring is a reminder that you are not stuck. You are being guided toward a new chapter, a new beginning, and a deeper connection with your faith, your purpose, and your true self. Embrace this divine call, even if it feels uncertain. Step into the discomfort and trust that Allah is leading you to a place of growth, fulfillment, and peace. This stirring is not something to fear. It's the beginning of a beautiful transformation that will bring you closer to Allah's plan for you. So, if you feel that stirring in your soul, take a moment to pause and listen. Reflect on where it's guiding you, and have faith that this is the path Allah is opening for you. Embrace the change, trust in His wisdom, and know that you are never alone on this journey. Allah is always with you, calling you to something greater. 5. The inner compass, trusting your intuition. Have you ever had a feeling deep inside you, an inner knowing or a quiet voice, that told you to take a certain step, even when there was no logical explanation for it? It could have been something small, like reaching out to someone when you felt an urge to do so, or something bigger, like deciding to change paths in your life when everything around you seemed uncertain. This inner feeling, this sense of direction, is Allah's guidance. It is your inner compass. We all have moments when we face difficult decisions, when we're unsure of what to do next or which path to take. In these moments, it's easy to get lost in the noise of the world, people's opinions, the pressures of society, or even our own fears and doubts. But Allah has given us something powerful to help us navigate these moments: our intuition. It's that quiet, often overlooked voice within us, guiding us toward what is right, even when we don't fully understand why. When we talk about intuition, we're not just talking about a random feeling or a gut reaction. We're talking about the deep, spiritual connection between our heart and Allah. Our intuition is Allah's way of guiding us when our own understanding is limited. Sometimes it's a sense of peace that comes over us when we make the right decision. Other times, it's a feeling of discomfort or restlessness when we are about to make a choice that doesn't align with our true purpose. It's important to recognize that this inner guidance is a gift from Allah, a way to help us stay on the path He has laid out for us. It's easy to second-guess ourselves or to seek validation from others when we're unsure of the direction we should take. But trusting your intuition is an act of faith. When you feel that quiet tug in your heart, that gentle pull toward a certain action or decision, it's a sign that Allah is speaking to you. He is guiding you, helping you navigate through life's complexities. Trusting that voice, even when it doesn't always make sense, is an act of reliance on Allah, knowing that He knows what is best for you. Sometimes we ignore our intuition because it doesn't fit with the plans we've already made or the expectations others have for us. But it's in these moments that Allah is calling us to trust in His wisdom. When you follow that inner compass, you are walking in alignment with Allah's plan for you, even when the road ahead seems unclear. It's like following a map. Sometimes you can't see the full journey ahead, but as you take each step, the path begins to unfold. Think of the times in your life when you've listened to your intuition and everything just fell into place. Maybe it was making a decision that felt right in your heart, even if it didn't seem practical at the time. Maybe it was walking away from a situation that wasn't good for you, or choosing a path that aligned with your values and beliefs. These moments of trust in your intuition are when Allah is guiding you toward a better future, a future that you couldn't have imagined without trusting His plan. On the other hand, when we ignore our intuition, we often find ourselves feeling lost or disconnected. We may choose paths that don't bring us peace or make decisions that don't align with who we truly are, but Allah, in His mercy, always provides us with a chance to course correct. He is always guiding us back to the right path, and it's through our intuition that we can realign with His plan. Trusting your intuition doesn't mean that everything will be easy, nor does it mean you will always understand why you're being led to a certain decision. But it does mean that you are surrendering to Allah's will, knowing that He knows what is best for you. When you trust your inner compass, you're embracing the journey that Allah has already prepared for you. Sometimes the right path might seem unclear, and you might not have all the answers. You may even feel fearful or uncertain about making the wrong decision. But trust in your heart. Trust in the whispers of your soul, because that's where Allah's guidance is often most present. It's in those quiet moments of intuition that Allah speaks to us, nudging us toward the right choices, the right opportunities, and the right people. Remember, intuition is not just an emotional feeling, it's a spiritual guide. It's the connection between your heart and Allah's will, helping you navigate through the ups and downs of life. When you trust your intuition, you are trusting in Allah's wisdom, knowing that He is always with you, guiding you toward what's best for your soul. So, the next time you feel that inner nudge or hear that quiet voice within, pause and listen. Trust that Allah is guiding you, and take that step with confidence. Your inner compass is a gift, and when you follow it, you are walking in the direction Allah has set for you, toward peace, toward fulfillment, and toward the life that is truly meant for you. Trust your intuition. Trust Allah's plan, and know that when you do, you will always be guided toward the right path. If you've recognized any of these signs in your life, take a moment to pause and reflect. These are not coincidences. Allah is guiding you towards something incredible, and these signs are His way of preparing you for what's next. Remember, every challenge you face, every shift in your emotions, every encounter that seems meant to be, is all part of Allah's perfect timing. Trust the journey. Trust the process. Your life is about to change in ways you can't even imagine. So if this video resonated with you, share it with someone who needs these signs in their life. Let's walk this journey of growth, faith, and transformation together. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and inspiration. Stay resilient, stay focused, and trust Allah's plan.